Tooth loss, unfortunately, is something that we humans have had to cope with since the beginning of time. And whether it's a single missing tooth, multiple missing teeth, or missing all your teeth, I've witnessed its effects on patients' health, self-esteem, and quality of life. Fortunately, about 60 years ago, Brandon Mark innovated the solution of a dental implant. And for the first time, we were able to finally provide our patients with a new tooth that was fixed into our jaw and could function similarly to our natural tooth. Now, patients often think that implants are a long, painful process. And one of the most rewarding parts of my day is when I'm able to redefine the expectation by providing patients with a smooth, trouble-free process and to reduce the treatment length from months or years to a matter of weeks. I like to compare dental implants to building a home. The home itself is the tooth, while the foundation that the home sits on is the implant. Now, the jawbone is effectively the ground that the foundation is set on. Implant preparation is analogous to preparing the ground to which your home's foundation is built onto. If the ground is not leveled, if it's contaminated, if there's excessive moisture, etc., your foundation is at high risk of premature failure. It's the same thing with implants. We need to ensure your bone is healthy, it's the right shape and right size, so that your implant gives you many trouble-free years. The most common implant preparation procedure is grafting after a dental extraction. It's always my goal to place an implant at the time of the extraction, but in certain circumstances, it's not possible. In those situations, I will extract the tooth and place bone graft into the socket. This graft acts as a scaffold to facilitate new bone to grow into the socket. Without it, the bone will tend to collapse into the socket, and then therefore you're at risk of your bone being more lingual or narrow than ideal. It's my goal to extract the tooth and to place an implant at the site at the same visit. When we achieve this, the patient's dentist can begin the fabrication of the tooth after 6 to 8 weeks. This is the ideal solution, really, because the patient only has to go through surgery once and only has to go a short period of time missing that tooth. In situations when I'm not able to place an immediate implant, we first extract the tooth, place a bone graft, and let it heal for 4 months. We then schedule you for a follow-up appointment where we evaluate how well the bone graft has healed prior to placing the implant. I strongly believe that there is no one plan for all patients, nor is there any perfect plan, really. Every patient has his or her own unique circumstances of expectations, health, and finance. Some patients simply want their denture to work a little bit better, while others want a new set of teeth that are fixed. An extensive treatment plan to get ideal results might be reasonable for a 40-year-old, but may not be appropriate for a 75-year-old who simply wants to be able to chew better. So I think it's important that we as providers sit down and talk to our patients to understand their goals and personal situation to come up with a plan that everyone will be happy with. For nearly 2 decades, our office has used a CBCT for all of our implant patients. The early implementation of this technology reflects our commitment to innovation to provide our patients with the absolute highest level of care. A CBCT was once considered optional, but really now it's considered the standard of care because it ensures that we avoid damaging vital structures, such as the nerve or the sinus, but also allows us to provide a more comprehensive treatment plan. We also are now in our 3rd iteration of intraoral scanners, which allow us to take digital impressions of your dentition. The days of goopy algae impressions are largely behind us, and marrying this technology with the CBCT allows us to employ technologies such as digital smile design, virtual surgical planning, and custom surgical guides to provide our patients with best outcomes. If you are interested in dental implants, please give us a call so that we may schedule your consultation so that we may begin the process of restoring your teeth.